Hey, so I'm really excited about today's video because we're going to make some planters from, yeah, you guessed it, Dollar Tree. But I'm really kind of sprucing them up so that they look much more expensive. And I'm going to make a really cute, easy, cheap little drink tray table. It's a little table tray. And we're going to make some planter boxes. So we're going to get started on that in just a minute. And all the materials you need are, I wrote them down, hold on. I want to make sure I get them all. So for the little drink table, we're going to be using 2 plastic planters, a charger plate, and a serving bowl from Dollar Tree. And then we're going to use some Krylon chalky finish spray paint in the color Anvil Gray, which is sort of like a smoky gray color, and some E6000 glue, some decorative nautical rope from Dollar Tree, this stuff, hot glue gun, and some Rust-Oleum chalk protective top coat in matte clear, and that's this. And that's what we're going to spray everything with at the end. And then for the succulent planter, we're going to be using the small rectangular plastic planter from Dollar Tree and some Krylon coarse texture spray in the color black granite. And if you watched my video last time, I used that on a planter, but today we're going to use that. And then I'm going to also, after that, spray it with the black, well, not the black, sorry, the smoky charcoal gray color, matte black gray. Do I know what color it is? And so we're gonna hit it with that. And so the other stuff, the coarse textured stuff, we're just using it to add texture. The last one we used on my last video, we kept it the black and white sort of colors that it was, but this one I'm gonna spray that on, and then I'm gonna cover it with the other matte black color. And so we're going to use some floral foam, some decorative rocks, some moss, and succulents from Dollar Tree in the floral section. And then I'm also going to use a little bit of this Rust-Oleum frosted glass spray on the succulents because I want to show you. So these are the succulents I picked up at Dollar Tree, and they're just a little bit too vibrant in their colors to make them look real. So I'm going to try using a little bit of the frosted glass spray on them, just really lightly on them, so it kind of takes the brighter colors off. Because if you've looked at succulents, they're much more muted, I think, and that's what makes these look plasticky. So I'm going to do that right now, and then we'll come back and I'll show you what's next. Hi, so I know we've been doing a lot of pottery, not really pottery, but planters on my channel lately, and that's because I'm going to do a patio makeover on my next video. So I want to show you some of the things we can make before that makeover, so you see how I got the things that we're going to decorate with. So this is another one that we're going to make. These are some little planter bucket things that are plastic that we got at Dollar Tree, and I'm going to show you first what we're going to do is make. This is just going to be a little drink table to put on the patio, and it's really simple, really cheap. So we're going to use 2 of these pots and 1 of these chargers that you can find pretty much all the time at Dollar Tree. So if it's not this pattern, it'll be something else in the area where you see all the plates and everything else. It's usually on the lower shelves there. What we're going to do is, I have my box up here. This is my favorite way to spray paint anything outside. So I give it a little bit of this chalk finish Anvil Gray. This is Krylon. So I'm going to spray this on here and just give it, go lightly when you're doing the spray paint, because you don't want to get those drip marks everywhere. So I'm just going to go as light as I can, because you can always do more than 1 coat, which we will. You know, you don't actually, for this project, we don't need to do the bottom of it right here. So I'm just going to continue going around it lightly like this. Okay, I'm going to let that one dry off to the side. And I'm going to do the other one here. And again, I don't need the bottom for this, so they're going to be glued together. And this makes it look so much more high end than having it the blue color for this particular project. You can spray paint it any color you want, but I like this chalk finish because I think it makes it look more like actual pottery. Okay, so these are gonna dry over here, and then I'm gonna do this now. I'm gonna let all these things dry, and then we're gonna hit it with a second coat, and we'll do that in just a minute. So while our other pots are drying and our charger for the top of the little table, I wanted to do something with this little planter that I got also from Dollar Tree. And on one of my other videos, I showed you making one of these planters with using this stone texture. So this is like a coarse texture black granite from Krylon. And so what I want to do something similar, but I'm going to do it with this texture, and then I'm going to hit it with that same matte black chalk paint spray that I had with the other pots that are drying. So I want to have the one I already did is sort of a black and white, and this one is just going to be, used for texture, and then I'm going to paint it the same color I'm painting those other pots. So, oops. I should back up. So again, you just use this a few inches away, like 6 to 8 inches away, I believe it says. You like how I say I believe it says because I don't always follow directions. Something like in the range of 6 to 8-ish inches away. All I have to do is read it, but I don't have my glasses on, and I can't read it right now. And we don't have to get the bottom, but I do want to get this lip in here. What we're going to do with this also is I'm not going to put real plants in this. I'm going to put some succulents from Dollar Tree. And the reason is I'm going to put this on that same patio, and I don't want them to have to water like so many plants. I'm going to put herbs in those pots that I already got, but this one is just going to have these, and they could put it in the middle of their table if they want, and I'll show you, obviously I'll show you how to do that in just a little bit. This is so much fun to use. I love this stuff. So we got all that. I'm going to turn it over and do the inside rim. Oops. And my grass. Spray the inside of this and the outside, everything but the bottom. And I'm going to let this one dry. It dries for, again, it's kind of hard to read. Yeah, I'm going to let you know about that when I come back to spray it with the black spray paint. And I'll tell you actually what this says. Okay, so for now I'm going to let these things dry, and then we'll come back and finish them off. Okay, so the textured spray, which I sprayed on this, takes 20 to 25 minutes to dry, but it's 5 to 6 hours before you can touch. But I'm not going to touch it. I'm just going to leave it for the overnight to dry. And the other ones say, I think 20 minutes to dry and then an hour to dry to touch. So those are probably going to be good soon. But I'm going to finish doing this video in the morning, but I just want to show you if you can see how it looks with the black on the spray, on the texture. Oops. I hope that, that was the wrong area. Oh yeah, that's perfect. That's what I wanted. Okay, there you go. We have our textured black planner, and we're going to let it dry, and then we can finish it off tomorrow morning. So as you can see, this is the two pots together, but what I did was I also added on the bottom, this is you can see it's like a serving bowl from Dollar Tree too, but I wanted to make the bottom of this more stable so it wasn't going to tip in any way, and I'm just trying to get so I can show you. So that's what it looks like on the bottom, but I'm going to show you what I'm going to do now on the middle of it. We're going to hide the seam that's right here with rope, nautical rope. So this is the rope, and I'm going to use a hot glue gun to put this on, to put this on my table here, and I'm just opening it up. Okay, so there's plastic on the end of the rope just to keep it from unraveling, I guess. But so I took that off. And so what I'm going to do is just take my glue gun and I'm going to put some glue on where I want it to go here, the first row anyway. And I'll put my rope on it. I'm putting it a little over the seam. And then we'll go down a little bit. So I'm just going to turn it as I go. And you could do however many rows you want. I think I'll do probably 3. One a little above, one on it, and one a little below. And try to get it as straight as you can. It's kind of hard to keep the rope completely straight, but I think close counts in this case. So I'm going to finish this and then I'll show you what happens next. Okay, so next up on the craft menu is this little planter box that we put texture on and then we spray paint it over. So this is what it looks like, and I think it looks really good. I'm hoping you can get a good feel for what it's looking like. And the bottom I didn't spray paint, but the rest of it I did. So anyway, this this is going to have some blocks of foam in it. These are floral foam blocks. And so let me just get the package open. Then we'll put these in the bottom. And I think actually what I'm going to do first is put a little bit of craft paper on the bottom of this to lift it up a little so we don't have to use so much of everything. And you know what I think I'm going to do actually is put some hot glue in here so I can stick the floral. Actually, I'll put it on the floral blocks, and then I'm just going to stick these in here like this so that they stay put. I just want it to kind of stay down like this. Then, I think I like these on. Oh, I want to put one more. Actually, let's see which one. I'll scoot this one over there. And pop this one down there. And we can see how far we want to push them in after we get the rest of the stuff on it. So next I'm going to use some of the moss from Dollar Tree. And it's just floral moss. They actually sometimes have the greener moss, which is dinosaur moss, and I like that better, mainly just because it's not as messy. But this is fine, and so, ugh, it's so dusty though. But this is what's gonna make it look more like it's a planter box. And we'll clean it up a little in a bit. I just want to get it in here. So you just want to spread it around, obviously covering all of your floral foam. It's kind of the nice thing, you can just pop them up and back down again. Whatever you think looks best. So I think I'm going to open one more package, just use a little bit more. Doesn't really need that much now. So I'll just put a little bit more here. And you can even put some hot glue down so that the floral moss stays. I don't think it's really necessary, but you know, you can put it down there if you want to. Okay, and then I'll kind of clean this up, but I want to show you now. I got some of these rocks, and these are just decorative accent rocks at Dollar Tree as well. So I'm going to open this up and put these in around the plant, and I think that will also make it look more real. You can use they have lots of different kinds of rocks there, so you can use whatever you like. I just thought these looked kind of just like you would normally have in your garden. And I'm just gonna get this out of here. And then what I'm gonna do still is actually what I did, I should say, is I sprayed this also with the chalked protective top coat, and it's matte clear, so that will protect it outside if you have it, you know, in the elements. But this is going to be on a covered patio, so it's not going to matter too much, but I just don't want the paint chipping off easily. So that's what it looks like, and I think it looks really pretty. Okay, I promised you I'd have one more project. I promised you I would have one more project at the end of this video. These come from Dollar Tree, and they are super cheapy. They are, I think, how many are in here? 2, 4, 6, I think 8 in each of these. But I want to show you, they're very like really cheapy. So what I did is I put one inside of another just to give it a little extra stability. Then I came in with some fabric paint, the puffy kind, and I just did some little designs on these. So it's not hard. You can, I mean, you could do, if you don't feel like you're artistic enough for this project, you could do it with just like little dots. I mean, literally, you just want some texture on here. So you could just do like these every once in a while on your plot, like this. And then I let them dry overnight. Okay, so that's an example of what you could do. You could do anything you want. You could do just one initial on it if you wanted to. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take some chalk paint. Ugh, maybe I will. Okay, so I'm just going to use this. This one is lilac gray, and it's jelly pink. And so I'm just going to show you. I'm just going to go over this with the chalk paint. And I'm not going to get the upper area of it. I want that to stay like this ring around it. But I'm just going to get the lower parts of this. And then we will come back with another color of paint to just wipe across the textured parts so that it stands out. And then you can put just some floral foam, some rocks, and like one of the succulents in this. And it's just a cute little accent piece. And, you know, just very easy. Doesn't take a lot of skill, doesn't take a lot of products or materials. And so I'll just finish this, and then I'll show you what it looks like, how I do the next stage. Okay, well, what I did was I took a hairdryer and put it on cool and dried this out so that it wouldn't take so long. So you can see I covered it with the chalk paint, and you can see the texture there. So what I think I'm gonna do, I was thinking I would use some other paint to actually kind of just try to hit the raised parts, but I think I'm gonna use this. They have these sanding sponges at Dollar Tree. Did you know that? I didn't know that. Anyway, so I'm using one of those, and I'm just gonna, because I used black on the fabric paint, I just want to try to get, it's okay if I get some of the regular orange plot coming through, it's fine. But I want to get mostly the black showing through, and it doesn't need to be like a lot either. You just want it to kind of stand out a little bit. And you can see it's like kind of coming off this part too, but to me that just makes this look more like a realistic plot instead of one of these super flimsy ones. Yeah, I actually like that look, so it's okay. But you can see, I mean, nobody's going to be able to tell that these are flimsy once I have like a little plant in them, but we'll know the secret. These are actually very flimsy little cheapy planters. Like 8 for $1.25. Okay, I like that. So I will style this up with the with a plant and show you what it looks like. This, again, this should be, you can use one of these finishing waxes on it, which is really good. Just keeps it kind of protected, and so that, because with the chalk paint, one thing I like about it is that it comes off easily, but one thing I don't like about it is that it comes off easily. So you just want to protect it with something and then it's fine. But if you don't, if you get water on it, then the chalk paint will most likely come off pretty easily. So you can use finishing wax, or you can just use some of the matte clear chalked protective top coat. So, and you can get those in any brand. You know, just shop to see what, I would do the 40% off coupon at Michael's if you have a Michael's around you, and use that to get some of the, whatever they have, the cheapest type of, maybe they'll have it on sale too, but a clear coat is what you want. So I will show you what these look like. If you liked this video, I hope you'll hit the little thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel. And until next time, I will see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.